seconds they had, I think 17-0 and 9-0. Just enough lapses in a few minutes to cost you that game.
I think that was they kind of went that way the whole game, almost from even earlier than that. Lots of consecutive stop strings for us, and then mixed in with a bunch of non-consecutive stop strings, big runs for them. I think we just we were right there. Probably didn't just execute enough in stretches of the game on offense just to get us a little better flow down there, but not bad.
When Pascal's going like that, though, is it hard then to sustain offense with other guys? Like, is it hard to get into a flow when one guy's got it going so good?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that he had it going all the way to late in the third, right? And we decided to let him keep playing, but we had to get some of those other guys out, right? And that's kind of, I think, that moment when we made about 2 or 3 subs there, the offensive flow seemed to change. And we were in great rhythm at that point, but it was time to sub for sure. It was probably past time to sub for a couple of those guys. So that definitely changed the flow a little bit.
Pascal went from being a scorer to like really seeing what the defense was doing and passing out. What did you see from him as that game progressed?
Yeah, he kept making really good reads, right? I think too, the biggest thing I thought is they played really physical, right? They were hitting him and banging him, and he just kept on playing through it, right? In just about every scenario, he was getting some type of physical contact, either at the start or the middle or at the end or all three. And you're right, he either got clearance and finished, or he found some good kickouts, or the little duck back cuts under as well. He found a couple of those. Yeah, he made good reads all night.
At the 5.5 mark, you guys were down by 12, but you guys still managed to get pretty close towards their down the stretch.
Yeah. Did we tie it? Did we tie it or get within one? Yeah, we tied it. Yep. What was the biggest? I just thought we finally. They were riding their 2 guys, and they got hot really probably in those 2 streaks Doug was talking about. They were providing all that, and then they just missed about 4 in a row, right? I mean, our defense got a little bit better there, and we caused a couple turnovers in that stretch too, and got out and ran out of them. Just that combination of some stops and transition scores.
The O'Neal 3 there at the end that put them up 4, was that just Kyrie had been hot and there was a bit of scrambling going on, do you think?
Yeah, it probably wasn't the best rotation, right, on that. I think if you got your choice of trying to get it out of his hands, that's probably the right thing to do. We probably could have rotated a little differently. I got to look at it, but I think I got it right in my head in front of the play. We should have made him try to find the inside pass on that, right, instead of the the outside one. But I'll have to look at it. Yeah. We could. I think we had it covered. I mean, it was 2 guys down there, on one on each side of the basket. But that's what the plan was, is to guard that with one, until some other help got down there after the first pass.
The bench offense, is it just guys getting used to playing together, where they're going to get the ball? Like, you use Christian and not Precious, and then Precious and Christian. Like, how is that evolving so early in the season for you?
Well, I mean, I think it's a little bit of a work in progress or whatever. It's a little bit of a process of trying to figure it out. I would like us to find some more attacking opportunities for Precious. First of all, right? I think he's got to get in the open floor. He's got to get turning the corner and heading downhill some more. Just couldn't seem to find those for him tonight. We got to do a better job of that. And Christian got rookied to death tonight. He had 3 clean blocks, and they called a foul on every one of them. Like, they got to understand this guy's one of the best shot blockers in the nation last year, and now he's in the NBA, and he's a pretty good shot blocker.
What do you make of Scotty's game overall tonight?
It was pretty good. I mean, I thought he played hard. I thought he was really doing a lot of the right things defensively. I thought he made him make contested shots over him quite a bit. They did hit some tough ones with him right up on him and challenging, right? And I thought, for the most part, I mean, listen, he was cutting in the right spots, pretty strong at the rim, made a couple really tough finishes. It took his regular couple jumpers, but that's kind of what we're doing. But I thought he was really solid, yeah.
How about the play of Claxton? Was that something you were expecting?
He played great, right? I thought he played great. He was really good on the glass. He made a whole bunch of driving layups, right, after, either in the open court or after kind of broken plays. The ball ended up in his hands a few times, but he kept sticking them in, right? And he was pretty good defensively. They were switching a lot with him, and he did a pretty good job down there. Yeah, he played good.
Nick, I think Pascal got the line 9 times tonight. It was 8-1.
Yep.
How much has that been a conversation to get those?
Well, just trying to get him to be aggressive, not settle too often. For his mid range and his jumper looks pretty good. It'd probably be easier for him to settle a little bit more. But I like his aggressiveness. And again, he's getting to the line. Probably could have doubled that easy tonight. But again, like I said, he played through the physicality. A lot of chucks early in the offense. He just kept on playing, and then when he got covered, he made the right read. So it's good. He ought to be one of those guys that's shooting 12 to 14 a night in the league, right? Instead of having to work like crazy to get 9 or 8.
We got tied there with about 2.5 minutes to go and couldn't quite get finished off. What sort of happened in the last couple of minutes?
You just got to get stops. I thought we did a good job of settling down offensively after a bit. But we couldn't get a stop when we needed to. Those guys made some tough shots, obviously, but again, we just didn't get enough stops there down the stretch. That's a tough team to close out with those 2 guys offensively. So I thought we put ourselves in a good position to win late. We got to start the third quarter better, obviously. They took control when we didn't need to give up that space there, but. Again, you got to learn from it. We got another tough one tomorrow.
That might have been one of Pascal's, maybe one of his best games as a Raptor. Decision-making and shot-taking and just the way he handled the game. What did you see when you were out there with him?
Yeah, I mean, I think when it's coming out of his hands like that, when that shot looks as pretty as it did tonight, it's going to be tough to guard him. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to find his rhythm, get to his spots, and most of his shots didn't touch the rim. So he's a tough cover when that jumper's falling. Great patience, and then everything else is there every night. So if he can continue to find a touch like that with the jump shot, he's going to be a problem. I thought he did a great job of setting the tone, and he made some big defensive plays and just finishing around the rim, finding guys. He had a great kick out to OG late for his 11th assist there, I think. And, just a special talent. We're going to continue to lean on him. But, again, just, as a group, just not good enough to close it out tonight.
What does it say about him that even with the shot looking that good, he certainly, in the fourth quarter, almost went to be a distributor because that's what the defense was giving him?
Yeah, he's got to continue to do that. He's done his job. Once you draw 2 and 3, you got to make the right plays, and he's continuing to develop as a passer and a playmaker. And I thought he made the right play, pretty much every time, especially down the stretch. So great leadership from him offensively, and just a shame that we couldn't get that win with that type of individual performance that he had as a team. So again, got to flush this one and try to go get one tomorrow.
The shot that O'Neal hit, you guys, I guess, were selling out.
Yeah.
Was he supposed to be that open, or was it a rotation that's supposed to be?
Yeah, I mean, in theory, you would like it to be more on a string there. I know probably the previous 3 or 4 possessions we were trying to get to that, and we didn't. And that one, I probably should have let Scotty take the one-on-one there at the top of the key. I made a judgment call, and I was wrong, and we lost the game. So I'll take that one as a mistake on my part. Just the feel thing, making a judgment. He'd been scoring it pretty good late, and you would like, a better rotation there, but it's kind of funky and, in the flow of the game. So that one was on me. Just a bad call. And in hindsight, if he misses it, it's great defense. He made it, and, it's a tough one. But it's within our philosophy and things that we try to do as a team. So, you take it in stride, but definitely wish I could have that one back.
Yeah, just seeing what the defense was giving me. I think the whole game I was pretty aggressive. Just getting to my spots and getting to where I wanted, and I felt like like they was gonna help. Once I got that help, trying to just make the right read at the end of the game, and again, not trying to like force anything because I did. There's a lot of intention in me. So yeah, I was just trying to make the right read, to be honest. Right, yeah. Nah, it feels like a lot. Yeah, it feels like a lot. Yeah.
And so when you see that, are your eyes kind of lighting up then? You're like, okay, now I got.
Yeah. No, it makes me feel good. I think that's like that means you're doing something right. So like for me, that's how I take it. Just again, it comes from me being aggressive and like just setting the tone early. So then like I can get to make reads, pass the ball, like do whatever I got to do to get our team in the best position to have a chance to win the game. So yeah, just got to continue to get better at that.
Fred said when your jumper's going like that, you're almost impossible to guard because you bring almost everything else every night, essentially. Did it feel like your jumper was like super reliable? Did it feel much different?
It's like whatever, right? Like I miss how many free throws, so it's like at the end of the day, like it is what it is. But I just try to be aggressive, man. Like I'm trying to get to take whatever the defense is giving me, and whatever I feel comfortable that I work on every single day. And as long as I get to those spots and with some speed and how I practice it every day, like I'm okay with it every time. And again, like there's gonna be nights where you're gonna make them, and there's gonna be nights you're not. But at the same time, it's just like continuing to like just keep that same mentality, like no matter what.
It was such a monster triple-double. How do you? I mean, you should be sort of happy about that, but then you see the result wasn't.
Yeah.
You enjoy it.
Yeah, nah. I mean, we gotta win the game, right? Like I think the type of player that I am, like I think every time I play at a high level, like our team had like a highest chance to win. So I think that like that's how I see it. I try to put my team in the highest position to win. And yeah, obviously games like this where you feel like you played well, but we didn't get a win. It's like it's kind of like the flush is out. So it's like it is what it is. Like on to the next one. Try to see what I can do better and what we can do better as a team to make sure that we get the next one. And yeah, that's kind of like my focus.
Nick was saying Christian got rookied to death tonight.
He got what?
Rookied to death tonight with the calls.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you say something to Christian at this point? Like you?
Yeah.
You've had your own.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I feel like a rookie still. I still get calls, so I don't know. Maybe it's not a rookie thing. Probably that's a good one. But yeah, like it's tough because he's such a presence out there for us, and I try to tell him like not to reach and like that sometimes like him just being there is enough. Because I feel like he's great at blocking shots and he wants to block shots and make a play on the ball, but I think you got to understand that sometimes just his presence alone is enough, and just making the reads and to see like when to do that. But again, can't escape some of those calls sometimes. So it is what it is. Just got to get through it and try to see what you can do better, and so you don't get those calls.
What did you think of the Nets? I mean, it's your first time, or not the first time, but seeing them with Simmons on the floor, Kyrie.
I mean, I think they're two best players, like all-time players. Like they're gonna be as good as those guys take them, and if those guys are good, like every single night they're gonna have a chance to win. So that's how I see it.
It was a back and forth game. Where do you feel like you guys kind of lost it?
I mean, I think we played like again. It was a good game. We made some mistakes. They made some mistakes, but yeah, it's basketball. Like, they made more plays than us back down the stretch, and they make some shots. And yeah, like there was this couple there that we felt like they could have missed, but they made it. So that's basketball.
Thanks very much.
Yep. And yeah, and it's Nate that's on me about rebounding, not Nick. It's Nate.